Hi, I'm Kevin or Cosmic. Hopefully you do well. As the title says, a bit of a serious subject. Now, first of all, I'm sure I'm going to piss people off. I'm going to piss people off by simply sitting here. People are gonna hate for no reason. So, speak your mind, speak facts, speak truth, and don't be afraid to say your opinions. So, yeah. Second of all, yes, I do have my TV on. That's just kind of in the background. That's a wasting electricity. I need to turn that off. But it's fine. You're not here for that. This is something that kind of just popped into my mind that I wanted to talk about. I don't even know where it came from. Just it's the way the people of our world work. Not even the way the world works, but the way the people work. Which is, to summarize it in like a saying, 90% of the world is a follower rather than a leader. And what I mean by this is that one person does something, 99% of the time that something is bad, and then someone else does another, then another, then another, then another, and then you just get a whole train of millions of people doing a lot of stupid shit for stupid reasons. Apologies for my language, but I'm speaking bluntly, I'm speaking freely here. So, there's really like no other way around. And again, I'm sure I'll piss people off, I'm sure people will disagree, I'm sure people will be like, oh, you freaking idiot, I already knew this, blah blah blah. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, maybe you have different opinions, and that's okay. You don't have to watch this if you don't want, but in simple terms, it's the secret of the world, if you will, is just that one person will say one thing, and I'll give some examples in a minute, but it just comes down to the simple cause effect. That's how everything is. There's always two sides of one coin. Cause effect. The black, white, love, hate, yes, no. And of course, you have the fine line in the middle, but now you don't even have. Either you do something good or you do something bad. Either you say yes and you do something, or you say no and you don't do it. When you think about it, there's really no gray line. Good is good and bad is bad. Either you're doing something good or you're doing something bad. Either you're saying yes to something or you're saying no to something. If you say maybe, well, if you don't do something, then technically in your mind, you said no. If you do something, then you're saying yes. So, but to use an example, this is something that's been going on for millennia now, but it's only getting worse with the internet, because now you have fake information. Now you have AI creating all sorts of fake crap with celebrities, movies, and yada yada. And it confuses people. So even with the government, like, they say certain things and they sort of manipulate your mind to put you on a mental train, if you will, and to divert your attention somewhere else while they're doing something else. If that makes it's a bit confusing, but they want you doing something while they're doing something else. So in order to do that, they mentally confuse you to jump on this mental train that they've started. And not the greatest example, but point being, they want everybody to just follow each other on the wrong path here. And that's exactly what's going on with the world. People are just following the wrong people. People are following the wrong beliefs and statements and evidence, and people are just following the wrong everything, and it's causing so much chaos. Now, this is just easier said than done. It's easier. It's easier said than done, but you need to think for yourself. A lot of people will say something doesn't always make it true. Just because freaking the president of a country says that something doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. Just because a police officer says something doesn't make it true. So be your own person, have your own beliefs, stand for yourself, stand for each other even, you know. I've given many examples, I made many videos about it, but it's like another good example. It's in a crowd of 100 people. If someone falls over in that crowd, 99, most of the time, 99 people will just look at that person and walk around, or they'll take out their phones and take pictures or videos. You can, however, be that one person, even though everybody's gonna, you know, be looking at you, be like, what's this guy doing? You could be that one person to show them, okay, 99 people are doing absolutely nothing. They're being terrible. But you can be that one person to show them, okay, it's okay to be different. It's okay to not worry about whatever everybody else is doing, you know? And, that's just the long and short of it. I mean, this was easier. This was an easier conversation in my mind, but it's a bit harder to explain now that I'm actually like trying to make a video about it. I don't even know where it came from. Like I said, it just kind of popped in my mind and wanted to talk about it. But I'm sure it's confusing. But in summary, don't follow what other people say. Don't follow what other people believe. And these might be subjects that people... It's windy outside, apologies. These are probably subjects people don't want to hear or talk about, but these are things people I think should talk about, you know, so like racism and sexism and stuff, you know. The long and short of it, you know, people always saying black are worse than whites, or whites are worse than blacks, women are worse than men, men are worse than women, transgenders are terrible, blah 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 blah, and all that kind of stuff. People just, they see other people being racist or sexist. These are just examples. People just, they see no one standing up for these people when something goes wrong. And even if they think it subconsciously, the real reason they're not doing it is because they're afraid of being judged. They're afraid of standing up in front of dozens of people and going, okay, I'm defending this person because they're different. So, you know what? Forget the color, forget the gender. People do bad things to people because they're different. So maybe a man attacks a woman. Why? Because she's different. He's different. Maybe two genders attack a transgender because he's different. White person attacks a black attacks a white because they're different. You know, it's... I'm a big believer in like equality stuff. At the end of the day, we're all human beings. We all need food. We all have core functions that are all the same. Emotions, we make mistakes. We're not perfect. It's not rocket science. Really not. But people make excuses to do that. And I know it's easier said than done, but like I said, it's you know, if you see something going wrong, stand up for others. Don't be the follower. Don't do what everybody else is doing. Be the leader. Be the one that takes charge and says, okay, shame on all of you for standing by and freaking recording with your phones as to what's going on here. You know, do the right thing. Do the good thing, not the bad. Be the cause. Don't be the effect. You know, be the cause that triggers the effect of good. Essentially, you know, it's... Be the person that sees something wrong and go, okay, everybody else is ashamed to stand up for it because they're scared that they're going to get judged for what they're doing. You know, you don't have to be that person. You gotta embrace that and be like, okay, I'm gonna be my own person, and I'm gonna, you know, maybe send a message, do the right thing, you know? It's in my mind, it's a simple, obviously it's easier said than done, but it's like a simple mind process is that it's, you know, obviously I understand people don't want to be judged. People want to just stick with what everybody else is doing and go, okay, this is what everybody else is doing. If I do this, all eyes are now attacking me. But, you know, if you don't, then you're no better than everybody else when you think about it. You know, like I said, you can be the person that triggers the cause and triggers an effect in a good way. You can send a wave of bad people. You can turn a wave of bad people into good people. You can send a message, you can inspire, you can bring out the good in others, you know? You can set people on the right path. And of course, it's not something that's just going to happen overnight or, you know, even over the next few days or weeks or anything, but I don't know, it's just something that was kind of in my mind, and I think if people did more of this, the world would be better off, because so many people, they trick you, they manipulate you with the words, which is what I was trying to get at in the beginning. They try and give you false hope. They try and twist your words, twist their words even, try and convince you that what they're doing is right and that it's none of your business, or to not get involved, or this or that. And then before you realize it, you realize maybe you could have done something, and yet you chose to follow someone else, and now something terrible is going on. So it's just it's a colossal sized global cause and effect type thing. Bad people are the cause. They're doing something, and it's a chain effect too. It's bad people doing something bad, and people record it and put it up on the internet, most of the time just for views, because they want to be seen and they want to be heard and blah blah blah, which is also stupid, but that's how people are nowadays. Most time when someone posts something on the internet, they just want views. So, and not everybody does, you know. Sometimes people just want to share their experience and their thoughts and to share something. They don't care about the views or anything, but point being from it is that the cause is, of course, the bad people, the bad leaders, if you will, doing something bad, and then that triggers a wave of people to essentially follow what they're doing. And of course, you have the side effect, which is that people record things on their phones and all this and post it on the internet, and now you have people arguing online, and someone makes one good point, and all of a sudden it changes the way someone thinks, and now it's turned them to the dark side, if you will. And I mean, it can be a bit confusing when I'm trying to explain and talk about, but the overall summary of it, again, is just the secret behind the world. And again, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just overthinking it. It's entirely possible. By no means it's super genius, but you know, for millions of years now, since first of us were born, first human being, even just nature itself, but when something works, or not even just works, but when one person, one living being does something, 99% of the time, the others will follow. Even if it's something bad, you know? Sorry, it's really windy outside. So sometimes doors are it's just something I thought I'd talk about and give my take on it. I'm sure people might take the wrong lesson away from this. The lesson here to be learned is just to be your own person. Just our entire civilization is literally crumbling apart because we have a bunch of idiots, and those idiots are making more idiots follow them. So be the person, be the smart person, be the good, kind-hearted person, and show everybody that it's okay to be different. It's okay to do the right thing. It's okay to change. It's okay to be better. You're not trying to be better for your own sake, to say, yeah, look at me, I'm better, I'm the greatest guy. No, you're essentially doing it for other people. You're saying, hey, we shouldn't be doing this. This is wrong. We're following the wrong people. We're following the wrong beliefs. We should be doing the right thing. Otherwise, we're just on a path to our own destruction. So that's what I think. Obviously, like I said, it's easier said than done. But I believe in all of you. I believe that everybody has a chance to make things right, to be their own person, and they can either be their own person or they can be like the people around them and just fall apart like everybody else and just watch the civilization crumble, essentially. So, but anyway, sorry if I was a bit depressing, sorry if I touched on some bad subjects, but these were serious subjects that I felt like needed to be talked about a bit, maybe. And like I said, I'm a united person. I'm an equalist, if you will. I respect all religions. I respect all beliefs. I respect everybody's opinion. I don't care, man, woman, black, white, transgender, he, she, them, it. I don't care. I'm just on the side of trying to be good. So, and people might believe me, people might not. I don't know. I'm not gonna force you to believe me. I'm not gonna force you to like me. I'm not gonna force you to even listen to me ever. Of course, this is your life. Believe what you want, do what you want, and live the life the best you can. So, I wish you all the best. I do. But I'm just trying to do my best to make these, to inspire others, to motivate others, to push others to be better, to see the world to see the flaws in the world and to not fix them, but maybe reduce them and try and set the world on the right path instead of the wrong one, And obviously I can only do so much, obviously, but at least if I can change one person and motivate another person, then you never know. That one person might affect another, then another, then another, and then you have a whole chain effect. So, that's all it takes. Sometimes it just takes one person out there, one of you, and you can change the world. I hope you do. I do. And when you do, you could be the most legendary person in history. You could be the person in history to be known to change civilization itself. People could put your name down in the history books and be like, this person literally changed the world by creating a symbol, creating a statement, creating a message that so many people followed soon after, And I think a lot of you have the potential to do that, so we all just gotta come together and try and change the world the best we can. So, yeah, that's essentially it for me. Sorry I keep looking here, by the way. I'm like, I don't. It's not like scripted. I'm literally just looking at my mom. Whoa. There's my. Looking at my. This is where my face is, right? Yeah. There's like. Yeah. You get it. So I'm looking this way, but that's where my face cam is. That's where that box is. So I'm looking at myself, and then I'm looking at the camera, and then there's Mike. It don't matter. 20 minutes. Holy crap! I didn't mean to make this that long, but sometimes I go off on a ranting thing. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, there's some message that maybe you can take away. I know it's probably I explained it in a confusing way, and I'm sorry about that. But I wish you the best. Best of luck with everything in life, and in simple terms, just be the leader, not the follower. Be the cause, not part of the effect. You know? Be the yin to the yang. Be the good to the bad. Be the sun to the moon. Be the light in the dark. Be the love in someone's hate. Does that make sense? Somewhere it makes sense. But yeah. So you take care. And yeah. See you when I see you. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day and all night. And
I've got balls of steel.
This one. Have a wonderful one. Day, night, I don't know. Whatever time it is for you when you're watching this. Make sure to share this with others. I mean, hey, you never know. Maybe this can help some. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just trying to push people to help them be their own person and to help them be different. Because I think that's what the world needs more of. People that want to be different in a good way, you know? So, but anyway. Yeah. Enjoy existence.
Just give it up.